Greetings, everybody. This is Anu, and I've been wanting to make videos, but I've been having a hard time with them. So, this one particular video though, right here, I try to bring y'all more videos in the future. And forget the style on my eyes, it's a nuisance, I know. But I've been having this one particular story on my mind, and I decided to shoot it out to the world right now. And it's definitely a true story. And I'm having a hard time. I only told 4 people this story ever. You know what I mean? So right now, I've been more and more encouraged as the years went on to tell the story, because so many other people are telling their stories, you know what I mean, whether you believe them or not, you know what I mean. So I decided to have a go at it, whether guess you believe me or not. You know what I mean. So I'm kind of nervous right now, but I'm gonna shoot it out to y'all without further ado. I had to been about 17 years old. I'm living in Chestertown, Maryland, in a place called Brook Meadow 2. And, of course, my mother still had to stay on me about taking out the trash. So she told me when I took out the trash, because I got home early. I got home at 12 o'clock, from high school, because I had an abbreviated schedule, because I didn't want to be in school for a long time, for all that time. So I decided to take summer classes. So, past the summer classes, so I had that half for, 2 semesters, I had a half a day. So anyway, so I got home early, started playing my video game. I think I was playing Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain, I think. But anyway, that's how long ago it was. So it had to be like 1997. And when mother got home from work, she said, "Dave, you ain't take out the trash yet?" I said, damn. All right, I take it out. I grabbed the trash, went out. Now, the dumpster is catacornered from my apartment, which means it's on a slant. So I walked past the light pole further to the dumpster, throw the trash in. And one of my habits to this day is to always look at the stars. I love looking at the stars. In Maryland, we have a beautiful sky there, just like anywhere else, really, depending on where you are or whatever. But anyway, we have a beautiful sky there, and I love looking at the stars. And one thing I always notice is how the stars are aligned. So, of course, I study astrology and astronomy a little. So, I've never been really, since I could remember, a stranger to the stars. So when I look up, and this video is for awareness too, because you never know, like, if you look up in the sky and you see something, you like, okay, I just see sky. But if you don't know, if nobody tells you what to look for, then you'll never see it. You probably won't. You won't. But once somebody points it out to you, one of those things. Once somebody points it out to you, you can't not see it. So here we go. So upon me returning back to my apartment, I look up in the sky and I'm looking at the stars. I'm noticing how, of course, like I said, how beautiful the stars were, how bright they were shining. And I noticed that all stars don't shine as bright as their neighbors. So I get to looking at the stars and I'm admiring. And then that fact that hit me, and I'm like, hold up. Some of these stars are too close together. I'm looking at the sky, and what I see is the sky. But at the same time, something within me is telling me that what I'm looking at, as far as my knowledge is concerned, is not all what I'm looking at. So what happens is, I wrote down, or I tried my best to draw, if you can bear with me, this group of stars here. Now this group of stars is basically, we could say, what the sky looked like. It just looked like stars, right? But I'm gonna turn this over here and I'm gonna let you see what I saw. Okay, as I looked up in the sky, I saw this, and when I saw this, I'm gonna use this marker here. Some of these stars apparently weren't stars, because what had happened was this group of stars here started turning, rotating faster and faster until it just looked like a donut, a light donut with a hole in it, with, like, which I thought was the space in between stars. And it started spinning, and then it shot off that way. Now, something that small, and you're down, on the ground, and you're looking at the vast area of sky, it can't just simply straight up disappear. You know what I mean? Especially when it's a light donut. But it moved so fast, it was like, pew, that way. And then, since I couldn't really take my peripheral off the rest of this, even though I kept my eye off where that went, this group of stars right here started doing the same thing. And then shot that way. I said, oh my goodness. I said, what did I just see? And they just looked simply like stars before. So I'm like, okay, obviously, to me, I'm not going to joke around with it. I'm like, yo, them extraterrestrials. But it could have been us up there with some new technology they're not sharing with us. But either way, I saw something, and it was real, y'all. It was real. And it's not a real big story to tell, maybe to a lot of people. But, and I know I can't say really, truly, rightfully, that those that they took off, because I actually noticed them. But if they got technology to do all of that, then of course they got the technology to see me like nothing. But or see me notice them. But but I feel that somewhere inside me says that they saw me and noticed them, and or something was wrong, and just gaze, because my gaze was like, it went from elation to admiring the stars to, what the hell am I looking at? And then that's when they started turning. So, something inside me says maybe, but probably not, But I do notice things like that in the sky. Another thing is, I don't know if y'all know about rods or have ever heard of rods, but they look like this. And that's basically all they look like to the naked eye, yes, or to the camera or whatever. But they have been caught on camera apparently, and YouTube should have footage of it actually, or of them, at least a few of them, back in the day, talking about rods. But anyway, rods. Speaking of those, I think we all, or I don't know if I can't necessarily, what I'm trying to say is I don't want to say that I'm special and I can see them. But there are times where, as though I've been looking into, how you're looking, you're staring, but you could actually also stare right in front of you, stare at the nothing right in front of you. I've been actually on turnaround and just so happen to see things just like that. Just so happen to be flying around like feathers. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, believe me or not, I can't get on the mic. I can't get on air anywhere and try to make a fool of me. That's what I'm going to really try to not to do, because that's beside me to try to do that to me. So I'm not going to go ahead and try to knock and beat your head into a wall, bump your head on top, fall back. Nah. I'm telling you my experiences, and these things that people are saying are real, and they've been knowing that they're real. I don't want to get into all of this and that, but Yeah, that's what I saw in the sky, and that's what I be seeing around me sometimes. And it was one time. It's crazy because there must be some shit in it or some stuff in the air, right? To where as though there's this trick that you do with the lighter, whereas though you put the flint inside of the coil, the spring, and then you light it on fire, it get hot, and then what I like to do, I don't like to throw them down. I like to throw them in the air and watch them go off like sparkles in the air. Well, I'm sitting there standing under the light pole, and I actually do it with a bunch of them. Throw them in the air. I don't know what that sulfur or whatever that flint set off in the air, and them sparks set off in the air for the air to look like it was a whole bunch of stuff floating in the air underneath the light. It was sick. Like, I don't know. If you want to, y'all could try it. I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, I just be seeing some weird stuff. Like, it's this stuff that I just be noticing with people too. Like, I don't know. Some people just don't seem like they there. Like, I mean, I'm not talking like, oh, they're retarded or something. It's like to beat down the earth is it really means something. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that people, but it just seems like they don't understand for some reason. It just I can't compute. Like, why don't you understand that this is what's going on and this is the way this is? It's ridiculous. But anyway, I decided to share that with y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching this on my YouTube, thank y'all for watching. If you're watching this on my Facebook, peace out. Bless up. One.